All right. Well, shut the fuck up.
Ain't nobody talking, but I.
Yeah, we was in the greens. That was the intro. Yeah, that was the intro right there. But welcome to the Skeleton Rap. This motherfucker Gustavo still hasn't
decided
or accepted the fact that.
No, I think I'm there now.
I'm
there now. It's because I feel like I was overthinking it at first, but I'm good now. I feel like
you're good now.
Yeah, it was just me being a dumbass, honestly.
Oh, we know, always.
No, but yeah, I'm good now. I think it's
all right. I'm gonna fuck with you.
Just overthinking about it.
Well, welcome to the pilot. Very first. Is this the first? Oh, yeah, okay.
That's if motherfuckers ever see this, because I don't know, bro.
Well, I guess right now we're kind of just speaking into the void.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like there's people, but there's not people yet. So
yeah.
Like,
I mean, you just gotta think of it like people is there.
Like people's listening.
People is there.
Because you can't lack in like the first couple episodes, because if people find it, no one's gonna listen to it.
Yeah, I mean,
especially off rips.
Yeah, motherfuckers.
Well, but then again, I don't know, because I'll find podcasts and they have like hundreds of episodes, and I will not listen to them. I'll start in like the recent month or something.
Yeah, something like that. Well, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. That's how I do the Joe Rogan podcast.
Oh yeah, no, I haven't listened to his.
Oh really?
I've just seen the clips.
Yeah, his shit is pretty funny, just here and there. But he talks about really interesting shit. Talking about interesting shit. Let's talk about them fucking cats. Like, look, this motherfucker right here. like you're saying, like she's shy, right?
Mm-hmm. Like, she's also a scaredy cat.
Yeah, but like, what about Sandwich?
Oh, Sandwich. He don't really care, honestly.
Yeah, he don't give a fuck. Well, like, see, you're talking about your dog.
Yeah.
You know, being scared too. Well, my little dog, my mama's dog, her name is Nala. Motherfucker is not scared at all. She'll hear like shit going on. She'll just, I'll be like, shut the fuck up.
It's just like all little dogs though. They be like going off.
Yeah, but this motherfucker's dog is
bro, no, he's cause I don't know, he's scared of fucking everything. Like anything that's like bigger than
you flush the toilet and
like dude, like you'll be walking towards him and like he'll just like back up like all scared and shit.
Oh really?
Yeah, like
that's Panini. She'll do that all the time. Like I'll just walk around the house and she's like,
yeah. Matter of fact, if he's eating and I walk like past him, he'll like yo bro,
okay,
like he'll just do that shit, and I'm like, bro.
Well, funny enough, so like Zeus is 4 now, so that motherfucker.
That's the German Shepherd.
Yeah, the German Shepherd. Yeah. So he already gets the gist of how things work, and so the other dog will jump the fence and go into the neighbor's yard. And like, bro, my family hates that shit. Yeah, because then we got to deal with it.
Yeah, but that's like always been a problem for y'all. Y'all should get like a bigger fence.
Yeah, I know, huh? But like, shit, it's too much work. But like, so I'll get her back, and then Zeus. Like, just to scare her off and be like, hey, trying to learn her lesson, I'll get a stick. But recently, this motherfucker goes and grabs a stick. He'll bring it to me, and then he'll like, I'll grab it.
To beat her ass.
Yeah, but like, when I don't do anything with the stick, he'll move my hand. He'll be like, bro, why aren't you doing anything with it?
Yeah, like that one kid, the older kid, when you see that his parents don't beat the kids, it's like, bro.
He's like, bro, you used to beat my ass.
Yeah.
Like, why ain't you beat my ass? Yeah.
That's me growing up, especially because me and my brothers are like 7-8 years apart. And so like my brother used to like get it for everything, and then I would get it for like a lot of stuff. Yeah. And then like now with my little brother, he's like, he barely gets like anything. Yeah. He's like, that's how hardly ever been hit. And I'll be at their house and he'll like throw whole ass berrinches.
Really? Like tantrums and shit?
Yeah. And like they'll look at him and they'll be like, oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, bro.
He's like 10. And he will whole ass cry for stuff. I'm like,
damn. Yeah, I remember when. See, me and Oscar are 5 years apart. Me and Oscar got the blunt end of it, like, cause we got the hard end of it. The two girls, Jadira and Yasmin, bro, living it up.
Yeah,
living it up. They're living it up.
And the thing is, like, the kids that don't get the hard punishments are the ones that are always like
they're not like good people.
Yeah, like they come out, and especially in their teenage years, they're more like assholes.
Literally
like assholes.
Literally, I hate that shit. I mean, I'll try and set them in the right path, but there's only so much we can do.
And then like their parents will dead get mad at you for trying to parent their kid. Yeah, especially when like they'll leave them in your care.
Yeah,
like half the time. And you're like, bro, I have to. Like, what else?
What else you want me to do? And then they'll get mad because they'll go and like cry to them.
Yeah,
they're going to cry to them.
Like, you look at them like, bro, don't cry. And then they'll stop. And you're like, well, don't tell them what to do. It's like,
what?
Yeah,
exactly. What kind of bullshit is that, right?
Yeah.
But like, I get that shit completely. Me and my brother had the rough end of it.
No, for sure.
I mean, I don't know about you, but you're the oldest, huh?
Yeah, I am
you're
the oldest. Yeah.
Okay, well, I mean, how was that for you?
It was like. Well, okay,
but you can compare. His parents were like nice as shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, don't get it twisted. I used to get some spankings when I was little.
Well, I mean,
it's like when you're a toddler, everyone's just you. Bitch,
but it was good. It's just like when my sister got older and she got in her teenage years, it was more of like she was a little more disobedient and more of like I'm gonna do this and I don't care.
And like teenage rebellious.
Yeah, and like I would tell my parents like maybe she ended up like this because y'all didn't hit her.
That's the classic.
Oh God!
Yeah, but
I bring that up all the time.
Yeah, nowadays you can't say that though because people be getting mad.
It's controversial.
That.
Yeah, but
like,
what kind of bullshit is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's like child protection and this and that. It's like a lot of people are more sensitive with stuff today, but like I get it because it's like being your kid ain't always the best thing. There's ways around it.
Yeah.
But
God,
yeah. So it's
yeah. That's how we grew up. I mean,
but I feel like a lot of people when you say, "Oh, my parents used to beat me," they think
they
full fist straight. Yeah,
no, it's not even
just a couple of spanks,
like
punishment,
like that shit. That's it. I mean, same thing with the dogs. Like we were talking about earlier. I hope nobody's like, these motherfuckers be beating their dogs and sticks and shit. And it's like it's not even like that. It's not beating them. Yeah, it's just like hey, don't do that shit again, you motherfucker.
Yeah.
Like please. But like 5 minutes later, you're like you're like come here, motherfucker. I love you.
It's just discipline, like
it is, yeah.
Because a lot of people will tell you like, oh, it's not like discipline; it's more of like positive reinforcement. But that shit doesn't work with everybody.
It doesn't, yeah.
Because for a lot of people, like their brain doesn't work as like, that's bad. I'm not gonna do it no more. And they praise me for doing good.
Yeah. You have to like show them. Show them that it's real.
Or really. They need to show themselves. Mm-hmm. Like they need to grow up themselves. Yeah. That's how it was with me and my brother actually. Because I smoke and whatnot, and they're like, "Bro, don't be doing this shit." They get mad as fuck and whatnot. But it's like, okay. Yeah. And then with my brother, he was always like this fucking big racing dude. He would always like be racing and fucking up his clutches and everything. And they'd be like, "How the fuck do you fuck up your clutch?" I don't even know.
But get bad clutches.
Yeah, but they knew damn well. And they would always get in trouble, but. Really, he just had to learn for himself because that's a shitload of money. It
is
getting a clutch and then replacing it, putting it in. He broke so many clutches. He actually learned how to put clutches in.
Oh, of course. It's like you have to.
Yeah,
you might as well.
So I'm saying, but that's crazy.
Save money where you can.
No, for sure.
Especially if you're gonna be fucking them up.
Yeah,
like that. Yeah.
You need money to be racing. Like to be drifting, to be racing. I like that culture.
Anything involving cars.
Yeah. I'm saying. I mean, talking about my brother, like, bro, all the time, I swear to you, all this fucking time, I'll just think about him or I'll tell my mom, I'll be like, have you talked to Oscar? Man, I wonder how he's doing. And then just off rips, I won't text him or nothing, he'll just call me, like 5 minutes later. He'll just like, and I'll be like, speak of the fucking devil. Always. It's so weird. I'll tell my mom about it too.
I feel like that's the thing where it's like, I know in like animes or stuff, they'll have something where it's like a visual representation. They'll be like talking about somebody and they'll pan to the character. They'll like cut to the person they're talking about and they'll like sneeze or something. That's like a thing in Japanese culture. It's like you sneeze or someone's talking about you. And I know there's like other stuff in different cultures surrounding that.
You are right about that. I have seen that around. That's weird.
I'm thinking maybe it's just like the connection you have with the person. Yeah. Because everything in this world is energy.
Yeah.
Like the energy you put out is like the energy you get back.
You get back.
So like I'm thinking, who knows? Maybe if you're thinking about that person, it kind of triggers something in them to like think about you too.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, literally. And I mean, Oscar, man, he's like a really not give a fuck. He's like the bare bones don't give a shit kind of person. Like he's so much don't give a shit that it's like in a bad way, you know? So like he doesn't have a lot of people he gives a fuck about. He doesn't even give a fuck about his girlfriend as much as he does me.
No,
like really? Yeah, no, really.
Yeah.
Like
you don't love your girl, bro.
He loves her. It's just that I don't know. We come a long way. I remember like. You remember on the PlayStation? You remember? I'd be like, guys, my brother's kicking me off.
I remember that shit.
Hop on for a couple minutes. His brother would get home and start walloping on his
PlayStation. He'd be like, get the fuck off. And I'd be like,
I told you to get the fuck off.
Oh gosh. And I'd be like, man, fuck. All right, guys, I gotta go.
Yeah. And in the off case he didn't kick you out, like you could just hear like the heavy ass breathing in the
back. Yeah, you remember the snoring?
Yeah, that's the whole air.
But like, We've come a long way, dude, since then.
Yeah.
We've come a fucking long way.
I feel like that's just the arc with like older brothers and shit. It's always like, I fucking hate you, and then like, eventually you grow closer.
Yeah, straight up. I remember
It's the
that
same
you and
thing
your
with
brother
my
would like go
brother,
to Buffalo and shit. Like,
yeah, like he used to like kick me off, and then me and him like started like becoming friends along the way, and like we would always go watch movies and like eat and shit like that. No, we wouldn't go out to eat. We would get shit to eat and like watch something.
That's how it went for me too. Back when Oscar lived in the crib.
A lot of the time, it's like you get older and you mature more, or something happens that pushes you two together. Like, I know for me and my sister, before she went into the hospital, she like we didn't even really like talk. You know, we weren't really close for shit.
Beginning of high school, I didn't even know he had a sister.
And
like she started going to the high school.
And then that's when
that's my sister. We were like, yo.
That's when we found out.
Like we weren't close for shit. And then like that hospital thing when she went away, you know, I didn't see her, so that got us like closer after when she came back.
That's what's up.
And then like the whole breakup thing, like when that happened, that got me really close.
Like really close.
Of course.
I remember what happened for me. What got me close to my brother is I took acid for the first time. Like, I took acid like for the first time during COVID summer, and I remember like I came home and I was like, man, like what? I remember thinking about it. I was like, man, my relationship with my sisters and my mom and my dad and my brother, like, man, like I need to do better about that shit. And like that's when I started being better. I remember like the first time that I was like, hey, yo, Oscar, how you doing? Like, how your day been, bro? Like, you know, all this shit. I remember the first time he was like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
like,
what you want,
he was like, what the fuck you want? And like, it kind of had to grow on him a little bit.
Yeah.
And I remember when I broke up with Natalie, that like brought us even closer too. I remember I learned a valuable lesson. Like, he was driving me to go pick up my stuff, and he made me laugh. I was like on my way over there, and I was in despair. I was like, man, like fuck, like it makes you feel like shit driving over there, because you're like, man, this is the way I would take to the crib.
Yeah,
feel like shit.
Fuck all that. I'd be leaving the shit at the house. Like, it's gone.
Yeah.
That
shit
like, hits different.
It does hit different, huh?
Yeah,
but
hit the same route. Yeah,
y'all be talking about like breakups bringing you closer to your families. That shit drove me apart from mine. No cap.
Really?
It's like, every breakup, like, okay, I dated really young, and so it's understandable. And like my mom always hated my girlfriends, but that's like a thing. That's the thing,
especially when you're young.
But the thing that really pissed me off was that like I would like back then and like my naiveness, I'd be like, oh, I can imagine like a whole future and this and that. Like, this doesn't happen.
Hey, bro, not too much,
like,
bro.
hey, bitch, like. She would like dead call me out on it, and it would like tick me off. But what would really like push me was that like I would break up with them, or like I'd be like in despair from the breakup, and her and my brother would just nonstop clown me. Like if I looked any type of sad, they'd be like, "Oh, but the future, but the way."
Yeah, it's like, man, fuck you. You just like it's because you're a kid, man. You're a kid.
Yeah, it's like I'm a kid, but like, bro, show me a little sympathy first. Like, clown on me later. Like, I'm in despair.
I mean,
when that bitch is fresh and they're just like,
they're ripping on you.
Ooh. Thankfully, that didn't happen to me, bro.
They really like driving it in, man. It fucking sucks. I hate that shit.
Yeah, no, like that's so like I stopped telling them, especially my brother. I used to confide in him. He would like do shits, and I remember I went to like church school, and I got me a little girlfriend at church school. And I like told my brother like on the low, and I was like, we ain't even like a thing like that. Like, don't tell nobody this and that. And then like I was talking to my mom like a couple days later, and she was like, hey, what's up? You had a girlfriend at church school? And I was like, oh,
you snitched.
Yeah, snitched you out.
After that, I never told him a thing. Like, until he like moved out, and then I moved out. So
this shit was more recently for me having girlfriend, or not even girlfriend, but just like bitches and shit. Because I mean, I was fat and nerdy and shit. That was
the glow came along.
Yeah. I mean, we all did come along. Like I was saying, like I went to go pick up my shit, and I remember this nigga was like, he was like, yo, he was like, yo, bro, you want me to beat her dad and her brother's ass? I remember he was like, you want me to beat her dad and her brother's ass? And I was like, it just made me laugh, like in this middle of despair, and it was like the greatest feeling, and it was like a lesson learned in that moment. I was like, you know what? It's such a wonderful feeling, and in the middle of like this bullshit, you know?
Yeah, it's like I'll always have this.
Yeah, straight up. And still to this day, I still call my brother. He calls me more than often, just because like sometimes it's hard for me. Just like I have so much shit going on. Yeah, you know, especially right now since we're like that first
peak
year,
stage. We're
that
after
first,
high school, like shit starts.
We're everything's settling. We're like, damn, this is how life is like.
Figure shit out.
Yeah, exactly. So like he'll call me more than often, but I mean, you know, every time he calls, I'm like, what's up? Like, straight up. And then we'll call. I put my boy on freestyling. I remember we freestyled. I put him on Young Dolph and Key Glock. I remember that. Yeah. Talking about Young Dolph, Rip.
Yeah.
He died recently.
He fucking died. Yeah.
I never knew who Young Dolph was.
But they caught the dude. They caught
Swear.
the dude. Yeah, swear.
They put him in jail, or like they're still on the bullshit.
I think they're in the process of, because you know how it is.
Yeah.
You know how it is.
Oh, yeah,
even R. Kelly and shit like. Yeah.
I feel
no
like,
matter how bad.
Like it always
it's
takes
always
a
a process.
long-ass
It's always a
time.
process. Yeah. I remember Michael Jackson was having like Dave Chappelle was talking about this shit. Is the only reason I know, but. Michael Jackson was having this whole fiasco like touching kids and
with
whatnot.
the kids, yeah.
But bro, this shit
Hell
took forever. It was like hell
Speaking
of
of the
time.
Michael Jackson shit, have y'all seen that one documentary about it?
Oh,
It came out, like, a while back.
I've heard, yeah.
I don't know if I finished it, but I like watched it and it was like crazy.
Ooh,
like so you had
really?
like this whole mansion and shit.
Yeah,
And like you had this like theme going on of like some land or whatever, like Funland or some bullshit.
I forgot the name.
It's something like that.
Yeah.
And he had like whole ass like rooms, like obviously like game rooms and whatnot for like, and he would like dead
Carnivals
hang out
and
with
animals,
kids.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
hell
he had
no.
like carnival set up, and on top of that, he would have like secret rooms with like
No.
hatches to like meet away with them.
Swear.
Yeah,
Fuck no.
and he would like it
I
was
didn't
this
know about all
thing
this.
with like sweepstakes or some shit, and like you would win and you would get to like go spend the day with
Yeah,
Michael
yeah,
Jackson.
yeah,
And it's
yeah, I remember
great.
that, I remember that.
Yeah, and so and like he would do shit with them there, and he would like convince them that it's okay, and like. You know, convince them like, oh, it's okay, but like, don't tell your mom, don't tell your dad, this is that.
Oh.
And like
Jackson.
on the thing, like, no, he'd be like, don't say anything about this to your dad, okay?
Yeah.
No, but
Man, that's crazy.
but it was crazy, man. That, and I think it was like kids coming forward in the documentary, but like they weren't kids anymore.
Yeah,
But, like they
they're
would be
gone.
coming forward and shit. Like the families too, they'd be like, that shit was always just weird as fuck. you
Yeah,
know?
that is kind of weird. But like, I remember a main point for people was with oh man, what was that kid's name? The dude from Home Alone.
Whoa.
What was that dude's name?
I don't know. I know him in Home Alone as
Yeah,
Kevin.
but
Yeah.
as Kevin. Yeah. No, his name is like fuck, I don't even remember. It's like Coughlin or some shit like that. I
He's
forgot.
like some famous actor.
Yeah,
You're right, yeah. It's like right there, but I can't.
Yeah, but well, y'all know who I'm talking about.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know, everybody else knows who I'm talking about
Yeah.
too. So the kid from Home Alone. Anyway, the biggest point that people would make is like, I'm not a pedophile, but if I was, I would fuck with the kid, you know. But like, I don't know. It kind of makes sense. Like he's a famous.
It kind of makes sense, fucking kids. No.
Nah. Chill out. Nah. But like,
Get canceled
he's
the
like a
first one.
famous
Think
star.
about it. No.
He's the only like famous like kid. No, he was
Oh,
like
the famous kid that got.
yeah, but like no, he was like the only famous kid that was like in with Michael Jackson like that. You know.
I think so.
Because the rest of them were like just
They
kids
were,
that
like,
like
kinda
one.
nobodies
Yeah,
almost, yeah.
basically.
Oh,
So like,
okay.
it kind of makes sense. Like
Yeah.
you fucking, that you know,
Yeah.
the kid from Home Alone.
No, I thought you were talking about like the only like famous like child molester or something. I was like,
Oh.
no.
Nah, hell no.
There's plenty, especially
Yeah.
in Hollywood and shit.
Yeah, for
Plenty
sure,
to go
Hollywood,
around.
man. But bro, I mean, that's for another day.
They got some crazy
All
shit
right,
going
well,
on.
speaking of Hollywood, and okay, well, maybe this isn't the best transition, but let's say you were in Hollywood. What would you do to land like $1 million role? Like, let's say like some producer took you back and it's like, we're on the fence. You know?
No, hell no.
Yeah,
It's like, look, we're not too sure about you just yet.
yeah, he's like,
You don't have to scratch my back before I can scratch yours.
yeah, he's like, maybe just give my dick a tug or something. You know?
Ah, hell no.
He's like, come on, man. He's like, come
Just
on.
you give me a good old Nancy Reagan and we'll call it even.
Yeah, God. I'll put you in all the Harry Potter movies. Fuck it, all right, fuck it, I'm doing it. Fuck it.
No.
I'm like,
You wouldn't.
No, I don't think
You
I would.
wouldn't?
I think the farthest I would go is if he was like, "Oh, go steal some shit from me," or like, "Go."
That's what
they're
Go-
rich. What the fuck?
Yeah,
they
you're
do?
right.
Yeah.
I don't know.
What you
I don't.
gonna get, though?
Really,
I
what
don't
they
know.
want is some ass. Nigga.
You're right.
Want that
But
bamboo.
I don't know, bro. I don't think I would, bro. I don't think I would.
You wouldn't?
No,
So
because
that's
it's
$1 million
like
role? I mean,
It's
I can
'cause-
feel you.
that's cool, like for $1 million role, but like,
That's a lifetime of trauma.
yeah, and
Yeah,
also
I
like,
guess you're right.
Yeah.
yeah, and
But like, imagine all the therapy those millions could afford.
that is true.
I don't know. A
But
couple million would help me get over
Yeah.
it.
I feel like
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
fair
like if it's meant for you, you'll get more than one opportunity.
That's true, that's
you know,
true.
like
Yeah.
'Cause-
But what if like someone just picks you up off the street? And
Yeah.
they're like, yo,
It's like, all right,
Nah,
brother.
still no.
I'm
Fuck
gonna
no,
change your
especially
life
now.
around.
yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
change
The bank bus picks you up.
Oh,
Hell nah.
Fuck that.
No,
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know. I just wouldn't do butt stuff. That's
But
do not touch my asshole.
Yeah, on God. Like, maybe you can touch my dick. Maybe, just maybe for the right price, I'll touch yours.
Oh no.
But that's it, bro.
How many millions we're talking?
I say easy 5.
$500,000.
I'm not doing that shit for
like
5. I'm not doing that shit for 5. If you want me to do some outlandish bullshit, you better be setting me, my kids up, their kids up, their kids
generational
up.
wealth.
Yeah, nah, you better, hell no.
For me, I'm doing it bare bones, $500,000. Nah.
$500,000. I'm just, it'll make me grind hard.
Yeah.
Like those people that were trying to get their stimulus checks taken away. They were like, "Nah, bro, don't give me the stimulus check. I want to grind for it."
That's that bullshit.
Yeah, nah.
Nah. I'm just fucking around. Nah, I don't know, bro. It's hard to say.
Yeah, for real.
For the right price.
I wouldn't do that shit for nothing.
For the right price. Like I said, no blood stuff. If he was like, "Let me touch your butt a little bit," I'm like,
what if it was a test? What if he was testing you to see if you were rocking like that?
But then again, it's like they can get you in trouble for rocking.
But then right there, bro, that's like a lawsuit right there.
Yeah,
hey, bro.
If they're like, oh, it's a prank.
It's
like,
a prank.
Bro, you offered it to me.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay.
like,
Yeah, I see what you're
think
saying.
you can get in. Like, I don't think you can get in trouble for like being coaxed into it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like the victim doesn't get in trouble. It's just like the person doing it to
doing
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's what's.
Yeah.
I was gonna say that's what's up, but that ain't what's up.
not what's
That is not what's up.
Certifiably.
Yeah, not what's up.
Before we move on, kicking it back to what you said about summer, the
COVID
COVID summer. Can we
Uh-huh.
talk about how fucking crazy that shit was?
Oh man, that's fucking crazy.
Because I'm gonna be
What
honest
you
with you, nobody was inside, bro. I wasn't.
I
I know.
Wait, this summer?
No, the
No,
one where
2020.
COVID was like up.
Oh, like
2020. Yeah,
2020?
Yeah, going
yeah.
into like 2020, going into
You
our
remember?
senior years.
Yeah. It was going into senior year, and we're like in the middle. Not in the
in
middle,
the middle,
but
in, like,
ending.
junior
Yeah,
year.
ending. Yeah,
The
ending,
lockdown, yeah.
For me, yeah.
Oh, no,
I mean,
for
I
sure.
spent like a month max inside. A month and a half max.
And then we started just fucking kicking it with Aaron. You remember that shit?
Oh yeah, I remember that as well.
Yeah.
I started just like that's when I started skateboarding hella.
Yeah.
I started like skate. That's when I picked
Yeah.
up skateboarding. Started doing hella drug.
Yeah, I know.
It comes with the price.
territory. Yeah.
Comes with
No,
price.
but no, I think I did stay in for a while, especially because my mom was like this crazy
Yeah.
skeptic.
Yeah, that's what my
But,
mom was
like,
too.
After I was never big on like going out like that, anyways.
Yeah.
And shit like that. So
For me, it
but
was
I know
skating.
I always go to like Mexico during the summer and shit. And that was like the first summer where I didn't go, and I haven't been, and I miss it for real.
Yeah,
because of
I
COVID.
miss going to I miss going to Mexico.
Yeah,
I was supposed to go to Mexico December, as a matter of fact, but because of unfortunate causes, I was not able to go. But
speaking of COVID, it's only Gustavo, you that hasn't had COVID.
Oh,
right?
that's true. That's fucking.
Oh,
I'm the only
hasn't.
motherfucker that hasn't caught that
Yeah.
shit.
What is like 2022 and you still haven't got it?
Yeah.
Ain't no way.
That's crazy.
Even my
I'm
mom,
blessed,
she's
for
been
real.
like crazy, like just protective
careful,
gear
careful.
and like this and that. And
she
she
caught
got
it?
it like
Yeah.
a month ago or two. She
Really?
got like the Omicron one.
oh shit,
Yeah.
I
Hey,
caught it a month ago too.
Is this shit wood?
Yes.
Okay, it's because I was gonna say like if
Knock
I'm gonna be
on-
honest with
knock
you,
on wood.
if I'm gonna be
knock
honest
on
with
wood.
you, like I don't really believe in that shit. Like,
it's
it's because look, bro, if I don't believe in it, I don't get it, bro.
You're
You know what I mean? But nah,
You're tripping.
it's because I just be walking around like it's not like I just be doing my shit. I'll be wearing my mask
Yeah,
or whatever.
yeah.
I
I
get
guess,
vaccinated,
yeah.
and I just walk around like I'm not scared to get it. Cause like I said, we're going back to what we said. What you attract, what you
Yeah, I
you think
guess
about.
so.
You know, so if
I
I'm
guess you're right.
chilling, like just
Yeah, if
scared
you're,
of
like,
like
looking for
oh,
benders, that's
you know,
how you
then
gonna
we're
find
gonna
it.
get yeah.
But I got it. I remember I was out skating, and I remember like I just had like a couple layers on because it was cold. But I was skating. You know, you're doing a lot of physical activity, and I was doing tricks as well. And I just like overheated it. And I remember I like got to my truck and I started taking off my layers, and I was just chilling in my truck. And then I started to feel bad.
Oh,
And yeah, I know, right?
on the spot.
Yeah, it was. I started skating like 4:00, and then 6:00 ish is when it just started kicking in like that.
Oh,
Yeah, like just like that, bro. I was just
crazy.
fine. I was just fine.
No, that's how it goes. Because for me, I got it through wrestling. We were still wrestling despite COVID, and we were just
Damn.
like quote unquote taking precautions, but no, we weren't. Like
Yeah.
honestly, and somebody got it. One of the guys in wrestling. And like the next day they were like, yo, one of us had it, and like, y'all go get checked. And we were like, god damn. So I got checked, and like that was back then when it used to take like 2 days to get back to you.
Oh shit.
And like on the day it got back to me, they were like, yo, that's just positive. And I was like,
Damn.
bruh. And I was actually hanging with Ali at the time. Like we were dead, like cuddled up in bed. And I was
Oh,
like, it's
It's
like,
that's how it was for me.
but she didn't get it.
Oh,
she never got it.
What
yeah,
the fuck?
she didn't get it from me, and so like, and it was funny because like I think the day after I got my diagnosis, I died. Like straight up, like COVID hit me like a fucking train.
Oh, shit.
And I was like in bed.
So maybe it's like
he
was saying, you know, like
it just
so
hurt.
like you found out you got COVID and then it's just like
oh shit, yeah.
Maybe
because you know what?
Perhaps.
Okay, back where I was gonna say that like, bro, I've like risked it a lot. Like the season that I played football, my last season, I was playing with like a bunch of Trump supporter people, and you know they don't want to wear their masks. Nobody wants to wear their mask, and nobody got COVID.
My
bro.
question is how you was even in that motherfucker.
Bro, I don't even know, bro. That's the team they put me to play. Honestly, like I would show up and I was the minority. It was
just a minority. Yeah, that's what's up. It's weird, man. It is weird.
No, that's for sure.
I remember, funny enough, just like you were saying that you were cuddled up with her. I went and got tested because I started feeling better, but I still got tested anyways. And my girlfriend took me because I was feeling kind of like sickish, and so she drove me. And they're like, "Well, motherfucker, you got." Yeah, they're like.
Was it like the drive-through one?
No.
They just come
I went into the actual doctor. And they're like, "All right, bro, you got COVID, you got the flu, and you got strep throat."
No way!
At the same time?
Got the triple crown.
Yeah.
I would have died. Like, a whole ass. Catch me in a casket in that same week. I don't know. Like, my immune system's always been, like, iffy. And if I get, like, a big enough sickness, I will just flat out. Like, for a week and then come back.
Yeah, it'd be like that.
You know what? You know how we were saying that, like, how you said that since you felt you got COVID, you probably got sick? Have you guys ever heard about that thing where that guy was like, he got sent to fix a freezer that was broken, right? And when he went inside, he locked himself in. So he started like thinking he was gonna freeze to death. He was like, "Fuck, I'm stuck here. Like I'm gonna freeze to death," you know. And so he took out his fucking notes and started like, you know, like this is where I fucking die right here.
No way.
So he hadn't finished fixing it. Yeah, right? He just locked himself in.
And so apparently the guards went in and they opened the door. Bro was fucking dead, straight fucking dead.
It wasn't even.
And the shit was broken, bro. It wasn't even on. What? It wasn't even cold.
Okay,
but he thought himself to death.
No, but it's because with freezers, even if it's not on, it's like insulated.
Yeah,
and so it keeps the cold. Yeah, it keeps the residual cold.
Okay, yeah,
but I feel like I don't know if they had like a ventilation system in there.
If they had to have though.
I don't know.
I mean,
but also like, how long could he have been stuck in there?
How long? Yeah,
unless it was like hours.
To be a pretty long time.
To where he probably like ran out of fucking air.
Yeah, because bro, like
then,
freezing,
like you could still freeze just off ribs hours being out.
Yeah, that is true.
Like went in with like a light jacket or something.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know how long he lasted in that hole. Because if it was like 20 minutes, then like that's a different story. That's because I don't think you die in 20 minutes.
Yeah, no, I'm sure it had to been like hours, bro.
Yeah, who knows?
Maybe it was overnight.
Probably. It's just
overnight.
The morning crew comes in.
Yeah,
fucking frozen right there.
They're trying to get the McGrills and shit out. Lord help my soul, man. Like,
the finance of Freddy's 6 a.m. hits.
Motherfuckers dead, frozen. Damn, that's crazy. With next to the hash browns. Nah, that's fucked.
Next to the egg griddles. Nah.
McDonald's fuck.
Man, that's fucking crazy.
You ever heard that shit with like McDonald's? How they're suing their ice cream machine company.
What the?
Because so the reason their ice cream machines are always broken is because they bought it from like this company or whatever that makes them, and every time they break, they have to get a technician from the company, and they have to send that person out.
Yeah, because they're like specialists.
Yeah, because they're the specialists, and they come out and they fix it, and that shit takes forever.
They're like
it's like broken for like months at a time, and they're and I think they like sued them, and they're like looking to pan their own.
Yeah, because I remember working there, but. That's kind of weird because our ice cream machine worked, so it was different. Maybe I've heard about that, but like for us, it was different. We would really just bullshit. I remember that. They'd be fucking hilarious. Yeah. They'd be like, "Y'all got ice cream?" We'd be like, "Nah, we don't got no ice cream." We'd be like, "Let me go ask." Matter of fact, and then they'd be like,
bro, "We don't got."
They'd be like, "Yo, tell them motherfuckers we don't got shit." And I'd be like, "Yeah, bro, we ain't got shit, man." But but during the day shift. It would actually be broken.
What?
Yeah,
it would just fix at night.
Yeah, some shit like that. No, I swear because one time I went in early to go talk with the manager, just go pick up my check actually, or not check. They would pay us on like a pay card.
Oh yeah.
It's when I went to go do like my first like paycheck. So I went to go pick it up.
Oh, okay.
And it was like 3 weeks in, you feel me? So fat ass paycheck. But I was like, oh, can I have some ice cream? They're like, that motherfucker broke. I was like, come on, bro. Like, I'm an
bullshit.
I was like, I'm an employee, and like, and he was like, nah, bro, dead ass, like it's broke. And they went over to the lever, and like they pulled it down. Yeah, and it didn't work. It didn't work.
Shit.
And I was like,
fuck?
And you clocked in that night and was like, nah, this shit
work. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? I was like,
no way.
Yeah, because I used to have this dessert.
Maybe they might have changed it then, too.
Maybe. But I used to have this dessert. It was like an apple pie, and like in a little ice cream. Like,
because you can do that shit.
Yeah, I could just do whatever the fuck.
Because that's like a health code violation or something.
Yeah,
you work there, it's not seeing the light of day.
Exactly, so. Straight up. So like, especially since it's night shift.
Yeah.
But it was only drive-through. But that shit was like so weird. It was like the weirdest thing, and I always thought about that shit. But like, I had forgot that I'd seen that as well, because really, it's like a phenomenon, you know?
Yeah.
Like, every fucking ice cream machine just happens to be broken.
Fucking broke.
And
I remember it was a meme even for a while.
The thing is, I thought like that was fake. I was like, there's no way that's true. But then, like, I witnessed it firsthand when I was working at Target. I would always get, so you know how they have like the cafe thing?
Yeah.
And they serve like Pizza Hut stuff? Pizza Hut stuff always comes and it's frozen.
Yeah.
And they just heat it up on this like roller oven type thing, right? And I would always get like the chicken Alfredo or something or other from Pizza Hut, because their stuff was like good, but it wasn't great.
Yeah.
Right? And so, and then one day, like it's like they just opened and they like try to like, because they warm them up, they have them like pre-warmed and like ready.
Yeah.
And the lady starts putting them in and it doesn't go through. Like, it just stops midway, and because I guess one of the rollers was broken, and they like notified like our what's the word?
Technician?
Kind of, yeah, like the person that looks after the store.
Oh, okay,
And like our maintenance,
yeah.
Right, our head of maintenance guy, and he came over and he was like, oh, I can't do anything about that. Like, that's Pizza Hut. They have to come out here.
What the fuck?
And so he like put in the call and like they put up a sign like, oh, all our Pizza Hut stuff is up because our thing is broken, like our oven. And that thing was there for months, like literally working? Like a month or two, because they never came out. Like, it takes forever. And I was like, damn, I guess that's just how it goes. Like,
there's so many Pizza Huts to go out to, I guess.
Yeah.
They just put it on like the list.
Just tack it on there, like less than 10,000.
Yeah.
One more.
We'll see you next year.
Yeah, literally, man. Well, that's some bullshit right there.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, that's fucking weird, bro. That's weird. Talking about McDonald's and all that bullshit. Night shifts was one of the funnest jobs that I ever had. It was bullshit, but it was really fun. I remember that I'm sure that I've already told you, but like, I would walk up in there the first day. I actually had some complaining motherfucker. Like, he was some old head. He was just some white old head, and he was just like complaining, and I was just like, whoa. I mean, this is my first day. Let me go get the manager and let's see what's up. Yeah, and he was like, I went and got him, and he was like, well, what does he want? He was a Spanish dude. He was like, and he had his accent and whatnot. He was like, oh, what he want, and like all this stuff. And I was like, oh, bro, I mean, he's just saying that we got his order wrong. And it's like, he went over to the thing. He pulled open the window. And then he was like, let me see your receipt, sir. And he gave him the receipt. And then he gave him the bag. And he's like, everything's there. Everything looks right to me. And so he was like, nah, bro, it's wrong. And like, he straight up was like, well, we gave you everything you fucking wanted. Get the fuck out of here. And like, shit. Slammed the shit on him.
Oh, hell yeah.
And he told me to get the fuck out. Like, and he turned around to me and he was like, when customers argue with you, you argue back. And I was like, this
first lesson of the
Yeah,
night.
this is the first lesson of the night. I was like, oh shit, really? That's how I knew shit was gonna be different then. And shit was definitely different.
Oh yeah, I feel like the night shift is just like its own.
Everywhere. It is, yeah. Fuck yeah. I remember I had hella bitches just like hit on me, and they'd always be like fucked up, or like even if they weren't fucked up.
Like from the drive-thru or from employees?
The employees as well, but like I'm talking about the drive-thru. They would just come through. As a matter of fact, I had this gay dude one time hit on me, and I was like, I don't know, like that. He was like, oh, bro. He was like, let's just be friends. Let's just be friends. I was like, nah, man. I don't feel comfortable like that. You know, I'm at my job. Huh?
You know what? I was my bad. I didn't mean to interrupt. But you know, there's some like people that are like gay that like get off on like trying to get straight dudes to like convert.
Yeah, that's like kink or some shit.
That shit's weird.
Yeah, like so. Hold on, before we go any, there's nothing wrong with being gay.
Okay,
nothing wrong with it.
It's totally okay. It's just some of y'all be weird. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, that can be said about any person and any. You know, I was like, nah, I'm at work, bro. I'm not really trying. You know, I'm not feeling comfortable with it. Well, fast forward like a couple days later, I was like, fuck it, I'm not gonna go into work because I went to the fair with my family, you know, and I want to enjoy the whole time. I usually went in at 10. You know, I stayed out till 12, and I think like 12:30, and they closed it at 12. But we was talking with like some family. Well, I'm in the car, or we walked back to the truck and everything. And he called me. Yeah. That same gay dude called me. But like I never gave him my number, so he had came back.
So he like looked through your records to find that shit.
No. He was just some random customer. Well, basically. He came back. He came back through. And what I had heard from like the other employees is that he came back through and he asked about it. And
for your number?
Yeah, he asked.
And you weren't there.
Yeah, and they gave it to him. You know
what the fuck?
I'm saying. You know, I'm saying.
There's no way. That's
he hit me up and I was like, hello, you know, who is this? And he was like, it's me. You know, I was in the drive-thru the other day asking for your number. I was like, bro. I was like, what the fuck? I was like, bro, like. Please don't hit me back, you know. I'm with my family, you know. I'm at the fair. I'm trying to enjoy a good time, you know. I'm not. I was like, that's super weird, you know. And he came back one more time after that, and you know, but he wasn't driving this time. He was like in the passenger seat, and like low key was trying to hide, but not hide from me. And I was just like, I'm just gonna ignore the fuck out of you, bro. Like that's weird, you know. I already try to be respectful about it. Don't let me get disrespectful.
Don't let me get disrespectful.
Yeah.
You know?
That's weird. I'm pretty sure there's like some companies have like something against that. I know my girl tells me at like Starbucks, if they come in and they're like asking for a certain manager, you can't tell them where they're at. If they're clocked in, if they're in the back, like if they're like, oh, where's so and so? It's like, oh, I don't know. You know, it's like you have to be sly
it's a policy. Yeah,
but I don't think
that's
like
weird
everywhere. But there's no way that you could just give someone's phone number out. Like it's one thing to like tell someone where somebody's at, but it's like your whole phone number.
My whole phone number. No. That's a personal detail.
Because you could do a lot of shit with the phone number. You can find out where somebody lives with that shit. I'm pretty sure you could Google it, can't you? Just Google the phone number
like that.
I'm sure you can. At least narrow it down some.
So, I'm sure that you could.
Yeah.
I'm sure that you could. That's super weird, man. Like I never really fucked with it, you know.
Yeah.
It always sat weird with me that they just like did me in like that, you know. They just literally just gave it up like that, you know.
That's kind of like.
It was like. Go ahead. No.
Oh, my fault. That's kind of like some of the creepy shit you hear like girls talk about that happens to them sometimes.
Yeah, but isn't that like so weird, man?
Yeah,
that is like the weirdest.
Comes with the territory of being cute.
Hyper my man.
Thank you. Yeah, we just go cute motherfuckers. Yeah. But man, that shit was. That shit threw me off
at work. Today I clocked in right. And I wasn't doing shit. At my job right now, it's just me in a warehouse. So it's like, I was sitting there, right? And I was sitting in the office that has like a window view to like everything that comes in. And some guy like came up to the door and I like left it unlocked because we have like a truck driver and he comes in and takes the loader that we have there and leaves us a flatbed. So I like left the gate open and I left the door unlocked because I was like, maybe it's like kind of cold. He might want to come in and like sign the papers that he needs to.
Yeah.
But this random guy came up and I was like chilling by the window and I was like, yo. And so I went and I opened the door and I was like, hello, like, can I help you?
Yeah.
And it was just some guy with like a peach, like not peach, iced tea jug. And I was like, hello. And he was like, oh man, like my car just broke down. Like I was wondering if you had like not broke down, but like it ran out of gas. And he was like, I wondered if you had like a gas canister that I can borrow to like go get some gas. And I was like, damn, nah.
Yeah,
like, oh my god, please.
Yeah.
But I was like, but after like I was saying that, I was like, nah, I kind of feel bad. I was like, I don't think so, but let me go look. And I went to go look because I'm buena gente. Like, you know. But I'm like good people, But then I was like, we don't have fucking gas canisters. Like nothing we have in there runs on gas.
Sure
we have like 2 forklifts. One's electric and the other one runs on like propane. So it's like, and so I went out and he was like, all right, bet. And I went out and I was like, nah, straight up, we don't have that shit. And he was like, all right, well, I'm gonna just try to down this. It was like 3/4 full. And he was like, I'm gonna just try to down this and use this. And I was like, yeah, good luck, man.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean down it though?
Because he was full of iced tea and he was gonna down it so he could fill it up with gas.
How the fuck are you gonna do that though?
A gallon?
Yeah, but you can fill up the gallon, but how are you going to put that bitch in the car?
The same way you fill it up? Just put it up to the gas canister.
But, okay, so like my car, you need a nozzle to go into it, though.
Oh. You can just hold it open.
Yeah,
because it's like the flap, right?
Yeah,
you just hold it open and pour it in. Or you get like a funnel and it'll do the same thing.
Oh, okay. Well, it's because I never tried it, so I was like...
Well, I mean...
No, and then it was funny because right after he left, like I like watched him like go around and like take the whole street. And not only so, there's 2 gas stations like on opposite ends of the street, and one of them is closer. And he went to the furthest one. And I was like, and I wanted to like call out to him, but I was like, I'm gonna just stay out of it.
Yeah. And then he knows what's up.
And then I was like, and then like once I saw him like leave, I was sitting there and I was like, damn, I could have given him a ride. My car is right out here.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm an asshole for real. And then I just never saw him again. So
but you just, I mean, you don't think about those kinds of things.
No, but you're
like,
really
you're
not.
in the moment.
You're really not, because you know why? You
That
never.
could be dangerous.
That's what I was gonna say.
Why, like,
you never know what
what
his.
if they're like trying to rob me or something?
Yeah,
like,
bro.
That's weird.
That is kind of weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the same day, like I was moving some stuff outside with the forklift, and I see this like random Ford Explorer just in our like thing, and I was like, what? But like they were positioned like they were leaving.
Yeah.
And there was like a New York license plate, and I was like, what the fuck? So I just had to like stay out there and like keep an eye on them, and like eventually they left. I guess they were like doing a U-turn, but in our thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, why are you coming all the way in here?
Yeah.
Like, just get
That's
your
weird.
shit and back out. Like,
yeah, that's weird.
Yeah.
What kind of bullshit is that? Huh?
Actually, I did some dumbass shit like that one time. We were at the gas station. Me and my parents, and this fucking random dude just comes up to me. He's like, "Hey man, you think I can get a ride somewhere? It's because my daughter's in the hospital, this and that." And me being, you know, I'm a cool like person, you know. I have a, you know, like I try to watch out for people. My dumbass was like, "Yeah, bro, for sure." And we gave him a fucking ride to like some 7-Eleven somewhere. And my parents were like, "Bro, don't be doing that shit, because you never know."
Like, well, a lot of times, I remember,
like,
I got trained somewhere where they tell you that stuff, and it's like don't give people rides like that, especially if they're like, oh, like just give me like a short ride here, because they'll probably have someone there waiting, and then they'll jump you. You know,
yeah, something like that. Yeah.
And like I remember some shit like that almost happened to my mom at like a Walmart parking lot. And she was like, "No, I'm good. I'll give you some money, but you good.
You good.
You ain't hopping in my car."
Yeah. It's because that's a flaw of mine, bro. Like I always see the good in people, but I shouldn't do that shit.
It's because it isn't a flaw. It's just like really what's flawed is the people.
Yeah,
you know, because you know
shit.
you're just trying to be good. You know,
Yeah.
You're just trying to earn some good cowboy points.
Like I always,
you know where I learned that shit? In GTA, in the in the story mode, because you know how like random events pop up and you can like help people or like do stuff. And I would always love to help people because that's cool as fuck. Like somebody's purse gets robbed, and I like go punch the guy who has it and give her the purse.
Give it back,
And but there was some guys like, "Help, I need help. Like, oh, like somebody died over here." And like you follow them into an alley and somebody else pops up and they start unloading on you. And I'm like, yo, what the hell?
That's what I like about Red Dead too. I was playing it, and Red Dead and it's like, "Hey, pull up a partner. I need some help." And it's like, he's like, "All right, well, I have a proposition for you. Give it all up."
Oh, hell no.
Yeah. It's like, man,
here's how it's going down.
Yeah,
fuck
give it all
no.
up. And you being Arthur Morgan, you're like, man, fuck that.
Yeah.
Straight up. But man, that's crazy. Yeah, people are like that, man. People are
really
weird.
like that. It's crazy.
People are really weird.
And it's like you never know, bro.
You don't.
Because
literally.
he could have very easily gone in the car, pulled out a fucking gun, and it would have been clear.
Like, from there,
this shit up.
Yeah, like he either would have like held us at gunpoint to take him somewhere, robbed all of our shit, or told my parents get the fuck out of the car. And there's nothing we can do about it because he has a gun. You know,
like they got the power.
Yeah. And like, imagine that shit happens, me being a dumbass just by trying to help him out, and it's like, you know. But right there, I kind of
wonder like how many like families that won the Michael Jackson sweepstakes thought like that.
Michael Jackson.
Yeah. And the thing about it was that they would get invited with the son or the kid. Yeah. And they would go and they would hang out, but like Michael Jackson would always be like, "Oh, like let's ditch your family," you know.
Oh,
and that's when they would be weirded out.
Oh.
It would be like a whole family thing because obviously you're not gonna send your kids to Michael Jackson, like anybody for that matter.
He might not make it to Michael Jackson. I'm gonna tell you that shit. How many times have you heard of people like sending off their kids to like Mexico or like, oh hey, you know how those girls be getting like those casting things for modeling, and then they go to them shits, and then it's like clips, never like, see you again. Yeah.
No, that's crazy. Like I can't really speak on that because I used to get sent to Mexico by my lonesome. But I have family ways.
I got sent on the bus.
The Mexican way is always like, oh, you get put on the bus and you find someone that looks trustworthy, and it's like, like, can you take care of him, please? Like, like he's a good kid. He won't do nothing. Just make sure he gets where he's going.
That's
like
the
you just
fucking
gotta
worst.
strangers to adopt you.
I mean, we watch out for each other, you know.
Yeah, especially like people, your own people's.
Yeah,
like,
that is true. Yeah,
they would always trust me to like old ladies.
Really?
And I only went alone like twice.
Nah, but I don't know about that, bro. Cause like sometimes your own kind be the most hateful motherfuckers, bro. For real,
it could be.
Cause like it depends on the person, but I've noticed that most of the time it's other Mexican people who are like the most hatred. If they see that you're up. It's like fuck you. Yeah, it's like straight hate.
But like the bases take care kind of thing. It's like, well, me and you are just more the same. So.
Yeah.
But the thing is now I heard it's like even hotter in Mexico. Like it's always been, not like hot like temperature, but like the block is hot.
Yeah, the block is hot.
No, and like it's always been like that. Like the crime is always like higher there. But I heard it's like crazy now.
It's crazy, yeah.
And especially like I used to go because my hometown would be like some little sanctuary, like little like ranchito. So it's like a population of like 500 most. And so it's like everybody knows everybody. You do a crime, you're getting snitched out on the spot. Like, everybody knows you were there. Right. Like
straight up.
But now it's like our population is growing and whatnot, and like I keep hearing like my family goes and visits, and they come back and they're like, oh, like the cartel hasn't taken over and this and that. And I remember when I was a kid, there would be like certain cartel people posted up, and you could tell because they would move into a fresh house and they would instantly make it look like super good, clean, brand new, money out of nowhere type thing. And I heard that now they're like in there and they're like having beef with people and like. They'll be like, get you out the car and like shoot you if you like talk wrong or whatever.
That's how the cartel is over there. That shit is hot.
That's the only thing that's been like. That's another thing that's been keeping me from going. Not only COVID, but then I'm hearing that shit and I'm like,
like right now. So say I go like this right now, you know, like or I mean maybe not like this. Maybe I put on a better fit. You feel me?
Yeah.
But usually when you go, you always hear how people tell you like. You want to go in garras, you know? You want to go in rags.
You want to go in rags.
You want to go in rags. You don't want to look nice.
Because if not, they're going to like...
They
identify
they're going to stick you up.
That's the thing. Like now I'm like old enough and I'm like, I could drive down there. But it's like, I don't want to leave my car anywhere down there.
Fuck
I'm finna go on a bus or something.
Straight up on plane. Who fucking knows? But bro, it is dangerous over there. And really like the police is...
The police don't care.
They don't give a fuck.
It's like people think it's bad here, or like, oh, the police are this and that. Like, yeah, sure, they have their own agendas, but down there, it is so bad.
Yeah, because they actually don't give a fuck. Like the public don't give a fuck because it's just like a normal thing.
It's just a normal thing. Like you can't trust the police. The police piss everybody's ass. Like, oh, they'll like put down like black people or this or that, but no, in Mexico it's like everyone
gets
it, right? Like I remember
once,
and it's crazy because I remember my bad.
One
time. So unfortunately, the reason my mom left my dad is because my dad is a little bit of an asshole, right? Gets rowdy after a couple of drinks, right? And I was there one time with like my new stepmom and him. And he came home and he was like dead, like starting beef with her, and like they were fighting. Like I think he's still with her, and I think it's because she fights back. He has like no choice. Like she will beat his ass, right? Like his whole ass. And they were like dead fighting, and she like managed to call like their 911 or whatever. And they came to the house, and my dad answered it, and they were like, "Yeah, we heard some like threats of like domestic violence or whatever. Like what the fuck's going on?" And he was like, "Oh no, it's nothing, just family issues, you know." And they'd be like, "Okay, if we get one more call, it's your ass, buddy." And then they left. So I was like, "You're not even gonna come in." Like he just cracked the door, and like it was a tiny break. I was like, "Dude, no way."
Dickheads. They are dickheads.
It's so crazy. I was like, man.
So my mom. So the family I have over there is not my dad's side. It's more my mom's side because they're the ones that take care of us the most.
Yeah.
And it's my mom's brother. His name is Mauro. Well, anyways, he was super cool. You know, I remember we got along really well. Well, we were on our way to a party in a salon, and you know, it's very rare that happens down there. You know, salon parties and stuff like that.
They become crazy.
But
it's like they got bugs.
Well, we were going down there, me and him, and he had just bought a fresh nice case of some beer. And well, they stopped him, right? And they weren't like, oh, you know, drinking and driving. They didn't give a fuck. They were like, oh, you got some beer with you? Okay,
let us also.
They're like,
evidence.
They were like, all right, bro, cough up half and you can get your ass off.
I've heard about that shit.
Yeah, and my Theo was like, he was like, come on, bro, I just bought it. Come on, man. You know, I'm just trying to get to this party. He was like, just for bitching. Cough up the whole thing. The whole thing.
Fuck.
Same thing with like weed and drugs. They don't give a fuck.
I know. Yeah, they're there for show. Like they don't do anything.
Yeah, they don't do shit.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, I mean, very rarely that they will like act the way they have.
Like they should.
But even then, it's like very discouraged because when you start acting like an actual police officer, there's some motherfuckers that will put you in check.
Yeah.
They're acting like that.
Yeah, they're like, whoa, self-righteous. Like, didn't you take a check last week?
Yeah, exactly.
It's because there's a lot of cops who are part of that organized crime shit. Like, most of them
and even if they're
in
not,
that
they'll
shit.
still get paid off.
Yeah.
Like, on the thing, you know? It's
Just like
that too. It's like if you're a good cop, it's either like you fold or you die. Like, like if you're dead as a good cop and you like catch the motherfucker, they will like kill you.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
And that's why it's so corrupt because it's like you either fold or you die. That's your only choice.
And it's not like here where it's like, oh, it's big time. You hear about it and then like, oh, like a manhunt. You feel me?
Yeah.
But over there,
it's like
it's
news.
It's old news, bro. Like it is old news. It's crazy as fuck. Like kind of going into it's not the same shit, but like Chalino Sanchez. He's like a big time singer, but they still like
they murked him. For less.
Yeah,
and he was just like, no, okay. His story, he like shot somebody.
He was fucking with the cartel and whatnot. And they were like, all right, well, if you perform this, performance, we're gonna
they like sent him the note on stage, and he like read it,
and he still did. He still did it. Yeah. Well, but like, bro,
and the same thing happened to like Valentina Elizalde, no?
Yeah.
He was talking bad on like some cartel, and he was like, "Dude, I will kill you," and he was like, "Man, shut that shit up," and he like dissed another song on him, and he died. Like, they lit him up. For
and
real.
bro, it's no investigation in there or nothing.
Yeah, it's just like we all knew what happened.
Yeah,
we know who's behind it. We can't do anything about it.
It's like straight up, bro. And I remember my first time going on the bus, like, alone with my sister. I remember I was like, I had this, like, fear. Like, just in the back of my mind, I was like, bro, I fucking pray. Like, thank
like, nothing happens.
Like these motherfuckers just don't pull us over or some shit. Really, the only ones that
happened to me because they have, like, military checkpoints down there, especially, like, on the big buses to get you where you're going.
Straight up.
And the thing is, sometimes, this happens a lot now, too, it's fake military. They will get the get-up, they will get the gear, and like they will rob you blind.
That's what I was gonna say too.
That's a big meme. It's like you're getting pulled over by like the military, and it's like, hey, wait, those military people, they have tennis shoes on. It's like,
you got no boots on.
It's like they don't got the military grade. They got tennis shoes, man. They
crazy.
Or like that video that we saw where it was like,
oye,
esos
militares no tienen tenis.
Or like the one that had the truck with no plate or something like that.
That's crazy.
Es del año y no tiene placas. That's the cartel. You're dead.
Straight up. But you're right about that. It's hard to distinguish them because they get the whole get up and shit. Yeah. So it's like they blend in.
It's some GTA
at every military checkpoint, I'm like, dude, I don't want to get robbed blind today. Like, I'm a kid, and I'm like,
straight up.
So it's like you don't even know who you're dealing with if you're dealing with the military, the police, or the cartels because it's hard to tell.
It's very hard.
It's very fucking hard.
I've never been, but I don't think I'm gonna go. To be honest with you,
we just scared you.
I know.
He's never gonna visit.
Go to like a tourist heavy town. No, maybe that's not even. Because those kinds of areas
be heavy too.
You have to like go in like a group with multiple people that know.
Well, more than anything, that. But like your pueblo.
Yeah.
Like for me, I went to my pueblo and I was just with people that like knew what was up, Yeah. Same thing with you.
And then because they'll look, with my hometown, and if shit's going on, they'll let you know.
Yeah.
They'll help you out.
Okay.
So like you just gotta go where.
You should go where where your family, because those are like the people that's gonna take care of you.
But see, here's the thing though. My dad, when he goes to the El DF. So it's like, he's like always, bro, I don't even want to risk that shit. Because I remember one time he said he was living over there, like when he was younger, before he came over here. And he was like, bro, I used to like walk down the street and like see people get fucking robbed, stabbed, shot in like the alleyways. And if you fucking look over, that's game.
That's your ass.
Like, it's you.
That's your ass too, man. It's fucking crazy. It is fucking ridiculous, man.
Shit is a GTA lobby over there.
Yeah, really the only place that's actually authentic. I say that in the least kind of way is the border.
At the border?
Yeah, the border, because they kind of have like they have to, like
they have to keep up appearances. That's the only place where it's like, okay, here I might not get fucked. It's like if they're searching me, it's probably the actual police.
But actually, they still like low key kind of fuck you, because you'll cross the border and then they'll be like, all right, well, everybody on the bus has to cough up this much.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody
have to cough it up.
Yeah, and you have to.
Wait,
and that's why
hold
like,
on.
I'm scared. Okay, because when you get to the border, there's two borders.
Yeah.
There's the American border,
And then
and
the
that's
Mexican
like,
border.
it's a cakewalk. It's
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
especially if you're leaving, they're like, get out, we don't care.
Yeah.
No,
Please.
but once you get to Mexico, like they'll check you like hard, and that's when they're like, we don't want you coming in or whatever. They swear.
fuck
Yeah.
Right?
No, more than
But,
anything,
like,
just look up shit
And
around.
so a lot of times when you're like at the actual border, they'll be like, oh, if you're buying like a permit to be here, like almost
Yeah.
like a visa type thing, it's like you need to go and like cough it up, right?
Yeah.
And like get that shit. But if you have like papers from there, you can just cross on that one. But then after that, they'll have like a military checkpoint or like a second border almost type thing, and they'll be like, all right, everybody, like we're checking IDs and like we're checking your shit, like if you're actually allowed to be here right now.
Yeah.
And it's like even if you are or aren't, like you're gonna have to cough up this. Like
what
if
the
you're
fuck?
allowed, like if you have the papers there, you still have to cough up like a little bit. It's not like it's like 100 or something like that. And
but
like,
it's still like
dollars.
the- yeah.
But like if you don't, like you have to cough up like hella, and they'll like pull
What
you
the fuck?
aside and they'll like
Yeah.
check your whole shit. It's
Yeah.
crazy.
Nah,
I
that's some
remember-
bullshit.
I remember when I went, my mom specifically like made sure we had money on us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like every time I went, they would send me with money because they knew like that's just a
Yeah.
regular thing.
Yeah.
They know
And
they're
it's-
gonna
it is a
take shit
regular
away.
thing. It's always been like that.
Yeah,
And it's like it's really no reason to, because it's like oh you have to have a permit, but it's like my permit is my fucking visa.
yeah, or
Yeah.
like my birth certificate.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah. I'm
It's
like from
I
the
got
U.S.
shit
What kind of
here.
bullshit, you know? But like
See,
they just do it.
Yeah.
And usually I don't know. I'm
And,
not
like,
sure if
you
they'll pocket
don't,
the money,
like,
but like
yeah, I don't know. But if you don't, they'll like pull you off the bus and you won't go. And they'll
Yeah.
send
what the
you
fuck?
back.
They'll just like kick you back to the U.S. or what?
Yeah, basically they'll take you off the bus and they'll send you back.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I mean they'll just wait till some motherfucker that's, I mean, kind of valid will take you. You know.
Yeah.
Fuck no.
They won't care about your security. They'll just be like, "Can you take this motherfucker?" All right, yeah, take him back to where you're going.
Yeah, no, that's crazy.
Yeah, it's fucking ridiculous. That shit is all like weird.
I feel like I don't know why. Like sometimes you think about it and you're like, I don't know why America has such a big conflict with like the southern border, but it's really just because of the way they are. Because you never hear them talk shit about the Canadian border because they don't do shit like that over there.
It's funny because there's a Canadian border that's always talking shit on us.
Yeah.
I saw this one thing where it's like it's this whole show and the premise is just like Canadian customs. And like at the border from Canada to the US, and people will like they're like so specific on what you need and what documents you gotta have and like what you have to do. And if you like do a misstep on any of that, they're like, nope, you can't get in, get the fuck out. Like,
shit.
and they're like on your ass about it.
Yeah.
It's so crazy.
it's because they know the deal. I like
Yeah.
props to Canada. You
Props
know,
to Canada,
Props to
for
Canada
sure.
because they at least got it together.
Yeah.
You know, like us on the other hand, you know, it's like the further down we get,
The fucking
Yeah,
more idiotic
the more
and the more
fucking-
crazy.
Yeah, the more crazy shit just begin. And it's no, he's right. Yeah, it's because they don't want bozos over there. You know, they don't want bozos over there.
Yeah.
They
Same thing
don't
with
want our kind over
yeah,
here.
yeah. Same thing with the U.S. They're like, oh, we don't want your Mexican ass over here.
Yeah.
But it's like, really?
Yeah, it's like they say that.
Yeah.
And it's like we're working all their hard jobs, and it's like,
Yeah. Come on, bro.
and like
Come
that
on.
shit with like the people in the cages. That's so crazy. To me.
That shit's
Oh,
fucked.
yeah.
Like what the fuck
That's
is
just fucking
that?
ridiculous.
No, it's like
What is
send
it
them
called?
back.
Asylum or something?
No, it's not
Wait.
even that. It's like no, okay. It's because there's people that like come here and
To
they
seek
ask for
asylum.
asylum. They
Yeah.
seek asylum.
Oh, okay.
And because Trump like fucked up the whole like visa application shit, because it used to be you could be here and then apply for like seek asylum, and then like you could stay while your application is being like reviewed and shit, and you could like start your life, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like oh, anybody caught without papers, they're getting thrown into these fucking cages until
What
their
the
shit goes
fuck?
through,
Yeah.
and that shit takes months.
Yeah, bro.
Nah.
You're in these
Fucking
you're in
months.
these piss smelly sweat.
Yeah, they don't have
you
like
know.
any facilities, nothing. They're literally cages outside. It's so
fucking ridiculous.
bizarre.
Yeah.
See, but like the thing is something that I've noticed once I got older is like a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's like Trump did this, Trump did that, Biden's gonna do better." But bro, honestly, it doesn't matter who the fuck is in office. No one changes shit.
Yeah,
like
and if they do, it always changes for the worse.
Yeah, like
it
how much did
happens.
our lives change since Biden got in this motherfucker?
I
Not
guess.
really, bro.
A lot.
Except for the gas, but like who even knows if that shit is really his fault? But like think about it. How much major advancements have we done since he got in office?
Yeah, that's
Like
true.
none of that shit that he's done has affected us in
Remember
any
when
way,
that,
bro.
When that thing with Afghanistan was going on, you know, it's
Oh, and he like stopped it and brought everyone back.
Oh, yeah.
something like that.
Who, Trump or Biden?
No, that was
That was
Biden.
Biden.
I don't even keep up with any of that shit. All I know is Russia's acting up right now, bro.
Oh,
And that
is
shit
that
is
really?
tough.
Back and crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
that shit is
they
tough.
are. Yeah, I remember they were trying to like invade Ukraine.
Yeah.
Most of them,
Again, and then
Them motherfuckers goofy for that shit.
Teeth chattering dog. Like,
yeah,
nah. Oh yeah, that's fucking.
That fucking
stupid.
draft finna go crazy, bro.
Hell no.
I will dodge that. No,
Hell yeah, I'm dodging
I
it.
shouldn't say this officially, but
look,
if
bro,
the draft were to come my way, you might not be able to find.
Trump dodged that hoe. So if he did that shit, who's to say I can't do it too?
Trump dodged what?
The draft.
Really? I didn't know.
I think, bro,
because he was alive back then, huh?
Yeah, well, hell yeah. Old ass motherfucker. But yeah, Trump dodged that hoe.
No way.
He's a draft. Yeah, I think you can look it up. He's a draft dodger, bro.
Jamie, pull that up.
Jamie, give me the banana.
Yeah, I think he's a draft dodger, bro. Someone was saying some shit like that he's a fucking draft dodger, and I believe that shit.
Think, especially now, I don't think it's that hard to dodge the draft,
bro.
Because like,
think about it.
They will not include you in the military for less.
Yeah.
Like back then, it probably must have been harder, but like now, it's like you have any signs of like mental illness, they will not let you in the military.
Yeah.
Like,
I got ADHD, bro. Let's fucking go.
No. I don't know if it's like that, but it's like any signs of like depression.
Oh,
or, like,
actually, matter of fact,
I got
these past couple of weeks.
I'm
been feeling tough.
diagnosed.
Yeah.
The draft.
Matter of fact, somebody break up with me again, bro. Hold on. I'm gonna need that depression to hit
fake
again.
that shit.
Yeah, it's not that hard, bro. I'm gonna be honest with
It
you.
really is.
Oh, Muhammad Ali?
Yeah, Muhammad Ali. Yeah,
Yeah,
Muhammad
Did
Ali.
he go?
No, he dodged that hoe.
He dodged it by converting to Islam.
Islam.
Yeah,
And then they threw him in jail for like a couple years. They're like,
That's some
man,
hoe
you
shit.
motherfucker.
Yeah, they're like, you wilder.
Yeah, he's like,
Yeah.
man, you only did that shit because you was drunk. You was.
Hey man,
Yeah,
but then
fuck
you
it.
hear about like people going like Elvis or some shit when he went with the draft and he like
Oh.
found like a 14-year-old wife. In,
Yo,
like the Philippines or
what
some
the
shit.
fuck?
Not the
Yeah.
Oh,
Philippines.
I have heard about that
Some
shit
shit like
actually. Now that you're saying
that's
that,
weird.
That's fucking
Yeah.
crazy.
Yeah.
I heard some fucking fucked up shit happening in Vietnam War. Man.
Yeah,
fucked
sure.
up shit. Fucked up shit. Really
That's
fucked
crazy.
up.
Yeah.
So, also, we were talking about Jamie pulling some shit up. We needed Jamie.
I know.
Yeah.
We need to hire him.
That'd
I
be-
might just have Ali do it.
Yeah,
Okay,
I mean, God, that'd be tight.
Yeah.
Come on.
Nah,
Sandwich,
but
can we get that pulled up?
Yeah, I mean,
never
yeah.
catch me in the fucking army, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. No disrespect to the army, bro, but I would never do that shit in my life. Like,
Yo, we're Daniel.
I can't. Daniel Garcia. Yeah. Shout out Daniel Garcia.
Shout out
He's doing his
Daniel,
thing.
yeah.
He was on top of one of those trucks today. The
Yeah.
shits that they have the
Oh, yeah.
gunners. Yeah.
He takes
shit was
pride in
crazy.
that. Well,
Yeah.
good for him.
And hey, shit. He's the
Yeah.
reason we
Yeah,
ain't gotta do
yeah,
that
yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
If
funny.
anything,
Like that.
I feel like I
Preach.
could one day see myself in the reserves or something, just
Maybe.
for the check. But if that, you know, I'd
No,
be like, please
bro.
do not deploy me.
It's because you're risking it. Because, like, in that case, I don't know about the reserves. Because I don't know if they pull the motherfuckers in the war. But I
I'm
think
pretty
so,
sure
bro.
They're the reserves.
Yeah,
I'd
I
say.
think so, bro. And I can't risk none of that shit, bro. Because I'm going to be honest with you, bro. No.
Yeah.
Hell no.
No, I hear these stories about like people. So like, if once you make it through boot camp,
Uh-huh.
you're in,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And I hear like, so like you can like be in the army for like a year or two, and then like something fucked up will happen to you, or like you'll fuck something up, and you can get disability checks for the rest of your life.
Yeah,
Like
straight
you'll be
up.
set.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
and
but
I like
see-
read this story about this girl how like. She was doing boot camp and it was like the benchmark test, like the final thing, like you
Yeah.
pass this and you're done. And like one of the last things, it was like she had to carry like all her like gear and vest and everything, and like extra weight, like a person almost on top of her, and she had to carry it to the finish line. And she was like struggling, but she was doing it, right?
Yeah.
And like halfway through, you could see that like something broke in her, but she still managed to like drag herself to the finish line, and she like tore a disc like in
Oh,
her spine,
no.
or like something like that happened, and they were like, well, technically she passed, so she got disability checks for the rest of her
See,
life.
but that's the thing. That's cool, bro. But you never end up the same after you fucking slip
That's
a
true.
disc, bro.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you're paying for that shit for the rest of the life. Yeah, you're getting money, but at what cost, bro?
Yeah,
now
I
you're
guess
fucked
you're
up for the
right.
rest of your
Yeah.
life. Now you got back problems for the rest of your life.
And I mean, you're still so young in life.
Yeah, and that's what I don't find. I don't find that shit like worth it.
Yeah.
Cause to me, it's like I'm gonna go over there.
Get on
I'm
that,
young as
yeah.
fuck. I barely started living, right?
then, like,
and then
risk
I'm gonna
dying.
fucking die.
Yeah.
No, cause when you get fucking deployed like that, bro, it's almost a fucking certain that you're gonna die in a big ass war like that, bro.
Yeah,
You're the
for
first
sure.
one to
Casualty
they're
rate is
sending.
fucking crazy in
Yeah.
wars, bro. Like World War II, World War One, as a matter of fact.
Oh,
World War
fuck
One
yeah.
had a high. It's not even just for like the human casualties, but I remember they had a very high horse
like,
casualties.
Horse casualties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
crazy.
that's just fucking crazy,
Throw
yeah.
back to when we used to have horses. No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
yeah, dude,
on
that
like
shit-
flying bikes and shit now. So.
Also,
Yeah.
that shit is pretty fucked. That there'll be like random motherfuckers like out in the streets. It's kind of it's still related to it, but like it's just a little like off
Oh,
topic.
like war vets, but they're like homeless now.
Oh well, no, not just
Oh.
that. But I'm talking about there just be motherfuckers on the street that will see like people that are not American. You know, people that are obviously like what's the word? Immigrants, or foreign, or
appear
foreign.
to be,
yeah. And they'll go up to him. It's like, hey man, you settled here? You got papers and stuff? No. Well, you can get your green card going to there. And they'll like basically convince these motherfuckers, go join the army. You can get your green card.
And they don't get shit.
And they don't get fucking shit. I've heard that.
You know what? I was thinking about that shit too, because a lot of Mexican people that aren't born here, they go and they serve in the military like foolishly, thinking they're gonna get shit out of it, and they don't give them shit. They don't give them shit.
They're not citizens.
Yeah, and so they'll just like use them and then fuck them off whenever they're done.
No, that's crazy.
And they don't get shit out of it.
It's just fucking crazy.
And that's what a lot of them think. Like,
the recruiter shit is really predatory. It's like disgusting.
I've also not just that. Boot camp is a fucking nasty place. Not nasty like but like it's,
gnarly.
It's a bad place to be. Motherfuckers will just rob your shit, and sexual shit will go on like a motherfucker.
Oh, like that shit with Vanessa something?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
And like just so much shit will go on in boot camp just because like it's under wraps in a way.
It's like out of jurisdiction or something.
That's I don't know.
That's weird.
But like it's so weird because so much shit can literally just happen.
Yeah,
like and I have a home. Actually, Angel was talking about going to not talking about. He's gonna go to the Air Force, but he has to go to boot camp still.
Yeah.
But he still has to go to boot camp. But he's gonna be a mechanic for the Air Force. You feel me? So he was actually the one that kind of talked to me about that. And I was like, you know what? You're right, bro. Like,
like you could do like a mechanic job or something, and you won't see that much action, if any.
Because that's the thing. I have a cousin actually that went to the Marines, which I think he's coming back soon. But bro, like, by the way, this shit this is the only cousin I really get along with like that. Like me and him are like basically the same age. Cool ass dude. Like I don't really get along with too much of my cousins. Like we're not close like that. Yeah. But with him, I am, right?
Yeah.
And like he went to the Marines. And it's like, bro, that's cool because he's picking something where he's not going to be out in the field. I think he said aviation or something like that. And that's cool. Yeah. But when it comes to the wars, bro, they're putting your ass out there no matter what. You know?
Well, I guess it depends on what you're in. But like I have a like family friend, and he was in the Air Force. He still is. Yeah. But they moved him out to Nevada, and he's a drone pilot. That's all he does. He just goes to the station and like plays games basically. Yeah. But it's like an actual drone flying over shit. So
okay, that's crazy. What the fuck?
You know?
Drone strikes.
Drone strikes. But what happens when they bomb the stations, bro?
But like when was the last like military attack on US soil?
Yeah, right. That was
anything that happened.
No, let's knock on wood, bro, because if that shit happens, bro, that's clips. They have to go to war.
For sure. Yeah, the only thing that really happens on U.S. soil is like, or especially now, it's like native. Internal.
Yeah, native. You know, like.
Yeah, it's like
shit that only happens here.
No, it's like like against the people, like like it's like the National Guard, and they like. Like back in the 50s and stuff, they would go and like shoot colleges kids.
What the fuck?
They're like protesting, and like back in the civil rights and shit.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like. But since then, it's like, or since like Pearl Harbor, I guess, like nothing really happened on your soil, and like I guess everyone learned their lesson from Pearl Harbor.
Because we fucking nuked them.
We showed them the sun, the rising sun.
Apparently, they want us to fucking. Apparently, they want us to fucking remind them again because they're acting up over there overseas.
No, but that was them. That was Japan.
Oh yeah, you're right, huh? That was Japan.
I don't think we've done anything.
No, definitely
super against Russia.
Yeah, definitely want to fuck with them.
We were actually with the Russians back then. I'm not with them.
Yeah, but like we're like coexisting.
Yeah. We're both for the same cause. We were on the same shit. But
but they've been acting up, especially in like Iraq and stuff like that. And that's like why we pulled out, because like tensions were rising and we were finna go to war. Yeah, it was crazy.
That shit is fucking ridiculous.
Nah, but when people were mad about Biden for pulling out of that shit, it was a fucking lost cause anyway.
Yeah, it's like, why are we there? We've been there for like 10 years, 12.
But apparently the army was trying to train their army, right?
To help them up. Yeah.
But apparently they were like a bunch of fucking idiots and just like didn't want.
They never picked up anything. They never like wanted to
they assumed like we were gonna be there for
so baby them through it. But I mean, we up and left, and they're still helping.
Yeah, no, and they like ISIS or whatever, like they took over, like the moment we left.
Yeah, and it's because like they never like the people over there never really showed interest in trying to save their own shit, because they came down to little shit like they gave them options on like on their uniforms, like what camo they wanted. And these fucking idiots, obviously they're like in deserts, right? Like shit like that. Yeah. These fucking idiots picked like the jungle camo that like you could see like that shit is supposed to be for the jungle, and they chose like, oh yeah, this one's fucking cool. Let's just use this one as our fucking uniform.
I don't know.
Like,
gotta be tactical.
It's just it came down to little shit like that where you could tell like they weren't really trying.
They weren't.
Like we were just their crutch to like help them, you know, stick in. So obviously, when
we more than their crutch. We're way more.
Yeah.
We're probably like, you know,
the whole wheelchair.
Yeah, we're the wheelchair and the person pushing it. You know, like, that's what we were.
Yeah,
and it's true because I remember that, like as soon as they pulled out and ISIS took over, bro, they were helpless.
Yeah, it didn't take more than like a couple days.
Yeah, it didn't. It didn't, bro. And like even the people knew it because they started evacuating and whatnot, and they were more scared of ISIS than they were anything else. I mean,
wait,
ISIS too. Yeah,
ISIS is still a thing.
Yeah, hell yeah.
I didn't know about that shit.
I don't.
It's one of those groups.
It's either Al Qaeda,
no,
whatever.
I think Al Qaeda died with Bin Laden, didn't
I don't even know.
And then ISIS arose from that.
I don't know. I don't know either.
It's one of them motherfuckers, bro. I don't know
Talk
any
about that
of that shit.
Completely off topic, but I remember one time watching WWE. And
John Cena.
John Cena just was
like, I've just been informed that we have taken out Osama bin Laden.
And then it was just like,
really?
Yeah, on national TV.
Live.
No way.
Yeah,
that shit happened on national TV.
Yeah, because like everyone got the news when that happened. Like Navy's SEAL Team 6 like announced it basically. So like the president of them, and the news got out quick. It like fire everywhere. And the same day, John Cena, legend, just we have taken him out.
I think Obama was the first president I ever remember.
Really?
Like,
I don't think I was. I was alive for like Bush and them.
Yeah, anything before
I
Obama.
actually remember Obama being inaugurated.
In
school.
Too. I remember that shit. Yeah,
that's crazy.
She was legendary.
And then Michelle Obama took away a pizza.
Yeah.
Lunches used to be so
the strawberry
good.
milk.
You remember? Oh yeah, and vanilla milk. Vanilla, you remember?
Vanilla milk?
Yeah, it would be like regular milk.
I've never had that one.
Milk.
What? Elementary, Parmalee Elementary, y'all fucking up. Y'all didn't have vanilla milk for real.
No shout out to Parmalee.
No shout out.
That shit doesn't exist no more. It's
like Southeast Middle School.
Oh yeah. I went to Westwood. Is what it was called.
What the?
Yeah,
I never heard of that shit.
That's where I met Jose actually. Yeah, that's where he met. But I remember that first year and that transition from to healthy food. That shit was so bad, bro. Yeah. So bad. So fucking
They
bad.
took all the good shit away and they cut your portions like a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah. And then like it was like all throughout high school too, and it's like, high school kids supposed to survive on this? Like,
nah, bro.
Want to be D1 athletes?
You know, you know what fucked us, bro? COVID fucked us. Because I remember before COVID, they were giving some decent shit. After COVID, these
everything was like,
bro.
Everything was pre-prepared.
I remember
they just had to heat it up or something. It was like fucking
even less. It would be like ham sandwiches or whatever.
Yeah,
bro. Or remember that chicken sandwich?
Oh,
bro, stale ass bread. The fucking chicken was off the chain. Not in a good way.
I don't know if you remember that one day we went to school that we didn't have like a group yet for our final like year. And we went and they gave us this fucking sack lunch. Obviously, you don't know because you weren't there.
I went there like the first couple of days.
Oh, okay. But did they ever give you like this little cup that just had like, it was like a soup, but it was just like a bunch of bullshit in it?
It was like beans and meat.
And it was like beans, corn, meat, tomatoes. I'm like, bro, I'm not eating this shit. It's like they just took the leftovers out of the fucking fridge and like heated it up.
Like,
and
here you go.
Yeah, it's like, bro. And they were like, oh yeah, grab a fruit or whatever, bro. That's the only thing I'm eating. The fruit or
I
like.
wouldn't eat that. I'm lying. I'd be like, man.
I'd grab that up. Especially in wrestling, I would take what I could get.
Yeah, straight up. I'd be like, man, fuck this dry ass chicken ass sandwich. I'd be like,
You know who grubbed that shit up though? You know who grubbed up that fucking soup? Daniel Galstein. Bro went to get. Bro went to get fucking. He went to get a refill 3 times, bro.
This guy told me to get it for him.
Yeah, cause
I remember.
It's because they split the lines. Like they had 4 different ones or some shit, and he was like, "Oh, I'm gonna go here, I'm gonna go over there, and I'm gonna go over here," and because it was like by grades or something like that, right? And he went to go every single one of them hoes, and like no one told him anything.
It was just like steal people's names. I remember that.
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, what's your name? You got lunch?
Nah, they didn't even ask for names. At our final year, they didn't ask for names. You would just go up and they would give you that shit. Yeah, they didn't care.
Yeah, they didn't give.
It
wasn't even lunch numbers or anything no more.
No, nothing.
They didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
But I mean, I'm not about to take round 2 on some fucking.
Fuck no.
Yeah,
oh fuck no.
Yeah,
fuck no.
I mean, I ate it because no other sustenance, you know.
Yeah,
literally, like I just try to make do, you know, with like what was good. If it wasn't good, I was just like, fuck that. I was like, fuck that.
No, junior year, man, I had to bring my own lunches. It was bananas.
It was fucking.
Yeah, I do remember.
Luckily
you did
for
bring
me,
your
I
shit.
had a loving suegra, mother-in-law.
Yeah.
And I would always eat at my girl's house like at night, and she would just be like, "I have some leftovers. You want to just take them for lunch?"
You're
I was
like,
"Boy, do
hell
I!"
yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Bro, you know who got blessed with that? It was my younger sisters. My mom will make them lunch in the morning. Like, they won't go to school without a lunch. And then me, I remember I'd be like, "Oh, please. And like,
And she'd be like, "No,
there's lunch. Yeah, there's lunch over there, motherfucker. Yeah, there's lunch over there. Come on,
and
man."
then you'd be like barely on time, so you
Yeah, you wouldn't even get breakfast or nothing. I'd be like, "Oh, god damn it." And then all the good breakfast would be gone.
Oh yeah.
I don't eat breakfast, bro.
Well,
I
yeah,
can't do
I remember
breakfast.
I stopped eating breakfast.
I don't know
a while
why.
back. I'll eat it sometimes when I'm like super hungry. But
Yeah.
if I do, like, it'll upset my stomach.
But yeah, that's why I don't, because it doesn't matter what I eat. It doesn't feel good in my stomach. Like, I always go to school and I feel bad.
So so like for me, my morning routine is just like I wake up and I'll like down a water bottle, and then I'll just, before I eat, I'll do a couple things. Sometimes I'll just immediately wake up and just want to take a shit. And after that I'm bald. You know, I'm like, you know, I'm ready to eat some fucking breakfast.
Yeah.
I've always eaten breakfast. Really, the only time I didn't eat breakfast was when I was getting skinny. Just like cut down my proportions a little.
I also did it kind of because of that, but not really.
Shit. Right now I'm not at a high, but like I'm definitely definitely
you're
high
working
on
your way
pounds.
back up.
I'm definitely on pounds.
Yeah, it does happen though. I know when I lost weight a little bit, te descuidas and you're fucked, because like you'll start eating again how you used to, and then you'll pick up like the trash food, or like you'll pick up eating 3 times or more, or like when you're sitting there doing nothing or you're playing the game and you want to get a snack, that shit fucks you up, because that's what makes you gain weight again.
You know what? It wasn't even being high, because you know, being the munchies, because like I started smoking when I started getting skinny. And I just kept getting skinnier. But like it was when I started working at McDonald's.
Of course. That's just fucking
and it was like, you know, I would take my own stuff, but you still have that temptation, like, oh, you know, let me get a nugget, let me get a chicken.
Yeah, no, that's the thing with me, like working fast food. It's like, not only do I not want to do it because people are like so picky about that food, and they will yell at you for the littlest thing, but also I would get so fat, I would just grub all the time. I'm right there next to it. There's no way I'm not eating.
Just smelling the grease will gain
and I
weight.
hear a lot of people that are like, "Oh, if you want to like cut out food, just work at a restaurant. Like you'll get sick of it." It's like, I don't know.
I don't know about that. Yeah,
I don't know about all that bullshit.
It'll take a while for you to do that shit.
Like a year.
You have to work there for years. I've been working at Panda, the same thing. But I mean, I guess Panda was a little bit different just because they like actually make everything as fresh as it can be.
They do.
Like,
I didn't know they did that. I always thought it was like frozen stuff until you started telling me. And I would go and I would see like Mexican ladies in the back whipping it up, and I was like, "Oh, this is authentic."
They make it as fresh as it can be.
Bro, no wonder. Okay, so I've had this thing for like the past couple years since I started like watching my diet more, where if I go to a fast food restaurant and I eat like fast food, it makes me like sluggish. Like I feel heavy.
Oh yeah.
Right?
I know what you're talking about.
But I noticed that the only place I don't feel like that is when I go to Panda.
It
doesn't matter what I get there. I don't feel like that after. So maybe it's because of that.
What you're talking about. I know. Yeah. I hate that feeling. I hate it.
Because maybe it's like less processed food. I don't know.
It's because I've been hearing this a lot more lately. But like what you eat is what you gain. So if you giving yourself shit, you're gonna feel like shit, you know. But if you're giving yourself something good, you know, something nutritious, and you're gonna feel good about it. And honestly, something that I've really been like into lately is teas. I like tea a lot, bro. I like
tea. Oh yeah.
Yeah, tea is really good for
me. I've been doing that recently too, like tea and lemonade and stuff. It's so
good.
Do
I gotta hop on the tea wave? Is that what you're
saying?
Yeah,
it's good. Not only is it good for you, but like if you do it right, it tastes really good.
Yeah, really. Oh God, yeah. Because at first, I remember I used to drink tea, bro. That shit was nasty, bro.
Yeah,
nasty. But like, it's just when you get your preference down. Like for me, I like chamomile, which is manzanilla so like apple. And I'll leave it sitting there for. And lately, what I've been doing is putting ginger with it. It's this ginger and lemon tea, and then I mix both of them. So apple and then the ginger and lemon, and then I'll put some honey in it. The bomb, bro. And then ginger's really good for you. I remember when I drank that whole E&J bottle, like I woke up feeling kind of like shit, and so I just drank some of that. Golden.
Yeah.
Oh
Golden.
yeah, for sure.
I don't know why when you said ginger, I thought about apple cider vinegar, and then I remembered or vinegar. I don't know, whatever it is. But at Walmart the other day, I was working, and some lady dropped a thing of vinegar.
That smells so
and bro,
bad.
I almost fucking threw up because you walk by and it smells like some rotten shit.
It stinks.
And I'm like, fuck, dude,
Vinegar
that shit like
worst,
threw my whole fucking vibe
That happened
off.
to me like 3 times in my whole time working at Walmart. And it's always like a self checkout or something. They will always drop it without fail.
Bro, it's stupid, bro.
It's like a rancid smell. It's like
so bad, bro. It's so fucking
so bad.
What is that shit even used for?
Like
I don't know.
cooking or something. No, it's kind of like vinegar, like regular vinegar, but it's like I guess has a hint of something else.
Yeah,
You use it for like cooking in some way.
Yeah, okay, word.
Yeah.
Talking about self checkout, bro. Tell me why? Because I was telling my girlfriend's little brother because he had been asking like about getting a job, and I was like, well, go work at Walmart, bro.
Oh yeah, it's easy.
Yeah, but like go do stocking. I was like, go do stocking. They'll pay you more, and you have to put up with less shit.
Yeah.
Because in the front you get paid less, but bro,
And you have to deal with everybody.
It's a hassle. It's a fucking hassle, bro. It's a fucking hassle. The most ridiculous shit happens. You remember that one time that some lady was in there and she like got caught robbing? She made this whole scene.
Oh,
Yeah.
wait.
Yeah, she made
Was
this
it the African American lady?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Yeah, and then
It always
yeah.
happens.
Uh-huh.
No, I remember one time it happened to me, and I was actually helping the AP people, which is like the asset protection people. And I was like a door greeter or something, and someone like called me on the walk-in. They were like, "Yo, stop that lady! Like, check her receipt."
Oh, shit.
Oh shit! Like, it's usually easy sailing, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, man. And so like, lady, I'm gonna have to like check your receipt, and she started getting mad at me, like pissy, and I was like, what the hell? But they had already like flagged her for like a lot of stuff, and so the like main AP guy came out, and he was like, lady, like half of this is ours. Like, you have not paid for like
Yeah, I remember that.
shit.
Yeah, I remember that.
And like, and she was like trying to make a scene and like trying to be crazy. And I remember like we were like detaining her or whatever, or he was. I wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah.
And like he was like talking to her and like counting the stuff in her receipt. And out of nowhere, she's just like, you know what? You're the reason George Floyd died.
What the fuck? Oh, I remember that shit.
I remember that
He was
shit
like,
too.
he
told
like
me.
turned to me. He was like, did you know what the fuck she told me? And I was like, I did. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And he was like,
What do you
the
want me
hell
to do?
you mean? And he like got the cop over there. Like, I cannot deal with this girl no more.
Really.
Like, lock her up, Jay.
Matter of fact, that cop, I seen him the other day.
Really?
I seen him at
the
Walmart
crazy
the other
one?
day.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's cool as fuck though.
Yeah, he is cool.
But
He's just like
off the.
Yeah.
he's off the meds.
Oh, remember when we were chilling at the self checkout and he shook down that guy?
Yeah.
That shit was fucking
And he actually
crazy.
coming for stuff.
Yeah,
was
so
like,
we were.
damn.
I was like, I clocked out, right? It was like around 10, and he like got out like 30 minutes later. And there was this fucking like dude that was like trying to check some shit out, and the cop came out of nowhere and he was like, "Hey, bro, show me what you got in your pockets." And he was like, "Why? Like, I'm just trying to buy shit." And he's like, "I told you not to come back here to the store, didn't I?" And he was like trying to act like all innocent and shit. He was like, "Bro, what are you talking about?" And he's like, "You know that I told you not to come back in this, though."
Yeah, like
And-
he had caught him for something
Yeah.
before.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like he was like, "No, bro, I'm just trying to buy something and then get out." And he was like, "Well, why did you stuff shit in your pockets then?" And bro, like took shit out of his
basically shook him
pockets,
down,
yeah. And like he actually
And
had
he,
shit
like,
in his
put him in
pockets.
cuffs and everything, and he like got him for something. He was like stashing something away. I
Yeah,
was like,
matter of
no
fact,
way.
he had a little. What did he have? Like weed on him. He had weed
Oh,
on him.
really?
Yeah, and he was
I
like,
was talking about shaking him down. I thought like picking
No,
him
no,
up.
no,
and, like, he's like down.
Yeah.
Like roughed him, like
Yeah,
roughed him
I
up
feel
and-
you. I feel you.
yeah,
I
but
remember
he
this
did
dude was
have
like,
shit.
what's this then?
Yeah, he did do that shit.
Oh yeah.
super
Full
crazy.
disclaimer. We had like a little era where all like
Oh, we're
all
all
of us,
working
yeah,
at
we all
Walmart.
worked
Oh
at Walmart
yeah,
together.
all worked at Walmart.
Yeah.
That
So
shit was
we all
the
just,
best.
like saw the same shit.
Yeah,
But I remember this one time I was at self checkout and there's some like weird dude just like leaning up against the like where the drinks are. You know, self checkout. There's like
Yeah,
drinks
yeah,
at the end
the
where you're like,
fridges.
the freezer where there's just drinks in there. And he was leaning up against it and he had his phone like kind of like if he was
I
taking
remember
you
that.
remember that?
Yeah.
But like it was fucking hilarious because the cop at the time he just like pulled up on him behind. He's like,
What you looking at?
yeah, he's like, what you
yeah.
taking
And he
pictures
was the
of?
same guy.
Yeah.
He was like, what do you think you're doing, pal?
Yeah, and he was
does
taking
that.
pictures of like girls' asses.
Oh,
and it
what
was
the
so
fuck?
crazy. Yeah, he
Yeah,
was
he
doing
was.
that. And the craziest part was like he got him and he like tried to act like he wasn't. But like he was like, dude, I'm gonna need you to get the fuck out. And this was like after COVID.
Yeah.
And so it was the funniest thing because he had a mask on. And the cop guy was like, hey, can you take your mask off real quick? And this dumbass does it. And he's like,
Oh
look
my
up there. And he gets on the
gosh.
link straight into the camera. He's like, now we got you. You cannot come back here ever again.
No fucking
No way
way.
you can mess them like that.
honest. Hey, he deserves it though. If he was doing that shit,
yeah, that shit was so weird.
I think it was like to a worker or something too.
I think the person that noticed it was Victoria.
You know what? Those type of people are the fucking worst, bro. Especially you have like sisters or like a significant other. Because you think about that shit and you're like, bro, you're a dirty motherfucker.
You are a dirty motherfucker.
Because like that shit is fucking weird, bro. Like
off the
nah.
chain, bro.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Pivoting to something else. What do y'all think of the cut?
Whose cut?
Mine.
Oh, you gave yourself a
Yeah.
personally?
You didn't notice? Y'all motherfuckers.
I told you earlier. That shit was ass. That shit was ass.
It's because, fuck you. No, but I do cut myself. I do cut myself up.
No.
Yeah, every fucking
You cut
day.
yourself?
Cut myself up every week.
Okay.
Chill.
You paid yourself.
Yeah.
Now it's up. I'm gonna get.
I like it.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get a cut tomorrow.
Yeah.
So you better expect it. I'm gonna clean it all up. I'm gonna go with Sosa.
Oh, word? Okay, no,
so
yeah, valid.
You know he finna do something.
Shout out
nice,
Sosa.
Yeah.
He keeps us clean.
I mean.
Yeah. I'm gonna go blonde soon.
I think we should start wrapping this
up.
Oh,
yeah.
We've gone for a good
how long
a good hour and a half.
Shit.
On the skeleton rap.
Yeah, this is the first episode of the skeleton rap.
First episode.
The pilot. Definitely
interesting.
Yeah.
More to come.
Sure. I mean,
pretty good pilot.
Yeah. We had a lot of shit we didn't talk about. We went off on rants and shit.
We prepared topics and we didn't touch
We just
didn't.
Yeah, we really didn't. Yeah.
But like for the majority, we didn't finish them.
It's okay. I felt like it was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
People might like it.
I'll listen to it.
I mean, we're gonna have to in the editing shit.
Oh, of course.
Just to make sure everything goes good. So, yeah.
I feel like we can do that all in our own time. No, get the fuck out of my house.
Honestly, I can probably listen to it tomorrow at work. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Could. I'm gonna probably do the same thing.
Yeah.
It's gonna be like an audio file. So.
I'm gonna show it to Sosa.
Show it to Sosa and just like listen to the podcast.
Yeah. I mean, hey, maybe. But yeah, all right. Well, y'all be safe. Y'all take care.
You all as well.
Yes,
y'all
sir.
have a blessed life. This is the first episode.
Yeah.
Love to do with y'all.
Next episode, we'll be introducing ourselves because we didn't introduce ourselves.
Yeah. You're right.
Shit.
Yeah, we just jumped right in like we had never done.
Just hit the ground running.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. All right. That's a good topic.
Oh, shit.
Cool. Sounds good, man.